Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Timberwolves. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
It's the Western Conference Finals. The battle now goes to Game 2. Thank you for joining us for this playoff edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James is out there with Hachimura. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. And for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at center. Take a look at the Timberwolves. After losing Game 1 here on their home court, Greg, I sense an air of desperation.
No doubt. You have to treat this like a Game 7. You can't afford to head out on the road down 2-0. Early as it may be, they already find themselves in a must-win situation.
McDaniels gets a wide-open look. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
And when McDaniels is hitting this, look out, because it opens up everything else for him offensively.
Hayes with the screen for Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Back to Reeves. Launches it. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Gobert. Edwards, the bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Reeves the pass to Hachimura. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Conley kicks to Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Gobert is used to this in the paint. Given his height, it's difficult to contest him cleanly.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw.
Well, known for being an exceptional defender, Gobert also has a good sense for when he should look to score.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, even just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And how about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the pennant.
And Hayes kicks to Doncic. They set the pick. Takes it off the glass.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Timeout.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. 4th, LeBron James.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, Gobert with the 7'9" wingspan, making it look simple.
Hachimura with it. Conley picks him up. Doncic looking it over. It's stolen by Randall. Conley against Hachimura. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Randall. Conley's got his second bucket.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Pass to Doncic. And he converts the layup. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
It's Edwards on the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
Minnesota in the lead. Conley dishes to Randall. Pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Such a wide open look. Conley's got 6.
Fantastic at capitalizing from those spots. Conley has a dynamite looking jump.
LeBron passes to Reeves. Doncic against Conley to the inside. Shoots over McDaniel. And rebounded by McDaniel.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Doncic, he made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Outside Edwards. Randall outside. Oh, good on the triple. Lakers trail by 3. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming out.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the deep.
Lakers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. No good on that one. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Minnesota. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Gannett comes in for Austin Reeves. He hits the second from the line.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Gobert with a screen on Vanderbilt. Randall finds Gobert. Randall down low. He's on him.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
You know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
And the total package, James, is so much fun to watch.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. That's to Randall. Over Vanderbilt. Randall no good.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Here's Doncic. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Vanderbilt against McDaniel. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. The Lakers trail. And here is Doncic. 6 points for him. It's good. This game is all even. Doncic has got 8.
And the body control on display there. Doncic looking determined to finish no matter the contact.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. O'Neal comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Gabe Vincent, he's checked in for Los Angeles. On defense, the Lakers. Another miss by Minnesota.
And close to making the defense pay for the last coverage that time.
And Hayes throws it down.
And this is who James is, a guy who's always looking to pass it and involve his teammates.
The Timberwolves trail. Randall surveying the D. Randall with a screen for O'Neal. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Doncic. 5 to shoot. James wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the board. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for Minnesota, Julius Randle, 21.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. And he banks in the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Randall passes to DiVincenzo. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Reid. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Second is Anthony Edwards. 4th, LeBron James.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
That free throw missing.
And maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectations at the pro level.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the second free throw, good. 1:06 left in the first quarter. O'Neal a screen on Doncic. For 3, Edwards hits it from 3-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Offensive rebound, Doncic. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Edwards. Misses off the left iron.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Doncic. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the athleticism Edwards possesses is incredible. So good at drawing contact on the drive.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. He throw good, Edwards. And Edwards drops them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Reeves outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly. What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Vincent. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. That's good one. And it's Reeves in at the shooting guard. Here's Reeves. Pass to Vanderbilt. O'Neal with the steal. Here's Alexander Walker. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now, here's Goodwin. Vanderbilt inside. Guarded by O'Neal. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead. And Los Angeles guys shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Vanderbilt the pass to Vincent. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Picked him clean. And now the fast break. Hachimura with the ball. Reeves outside. Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. Off target from the wing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Nice ball movement by Minnesota.
A three for DiVincenzo. Buries the long-range jumper. DiVincenzo's got himself on the board with 3 there. To the middle. Here's Vincent. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Great use of the bounce pass there. You gotta love that.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
This is the Timberwolves presentation.
He's checked in for Los Angeles. Lakers on D, trailing by 4. DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. DiVincenzo's got 5 points in the quarter. Reeves against DiVincenzo. Reeves the pass to Hachimura. Hachimura the screen. Goodwin, good. Goodwin's got his first points of the game.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by, Lakers trail by 4. And it's Connect in the corner. Fires the 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. O'Neal misses the baby hook. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
Pass to Hachimura. Driving inside. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Timberwolves leading by 4. Now, here's DiVincenzo. 5 points in the game. Reed in the post. He's against Hachimura. Reed gets the bucket.
Not easy inside there for Reed, but he made something happen.
Reeves outside. That's the good one. And it's Connect in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Edwards. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to Reeves. Out to the right wing. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Big substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for O'Neal. Daniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for the Lakers, LeBron comes in for Connect. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Goodwin.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by James. Down low. Gobert against Hachimura. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 7 points in the game. Lakers trail by 6. Now James. 6 points for him. And they double up Doncic. Hachimura finds Doncic. Hachimura the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 7. Pass to Conley. Gobert against Doncic. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
McDaniels against LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
No good on the free throw. Minnesota making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in. And he's good on the second. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Conley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, Conley is not an easy cover. He can be quick on his feet when he sees a lane to the basket.
Here's Doncic. Doncic with the strong move inside.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Randall outside. DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. From outside, off the mark. Lakers trail by 6. LeBron slashes inside. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. LeBron James second.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for LeBron. Conley with it. He's got 11. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Conley's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Reeves against DiVincenzo. Puts it up. Here's Doncic. Doncic very comfortable down low.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Gobert the pass to DiVincenzo. Randall with the ball. 6 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Gobert's got 9.
Well, given how tall and lengthy Gobert is, it makes sense why he looks to score inside. Nice bucket there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Hayes is checked in for Vanderbilt. 1:36 left to play here in the second quarter. And they double up Doncic. Back to Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice speed.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. To the wing on the left. Conley kicks to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. They get the rebound. Back to Randall. And here's Gobert. Lock at 6. The shot by McDaniels. No good. He's with it. Now defended by Gobert. Doncic passes to Reeves. Back to Doncic. Pass to Hayes. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's DiVincenzo. A rebound by the Lakers. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. LeBron kicks to Hachimura. Hayes with the screen for Doncic. Over Conley. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Luka Doncic.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Conley scanning the floor. And stolen by James. And a wide open look for Hachimura. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by one. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
These are regular seconds of the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drum roll, please. The referee gives the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yeah, some of it's approach, but a lot of it is they have great interior scorers.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think, if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They lead by one. Edwards on the wing. He is joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves' spot. Connects from three-point range.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance.
The shake. Here's Doncic. The shot comes out. Gobert with the defensive effort. Randle with the ball, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. Conley against Doncic. Up top, Randle. Randle is doubled for three. Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Conley against Doncic. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his fourth rebound in this one. Lets it go from 14. Edwards can't hit.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
On deep, Reeves. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Pass to McDaniels. Conley. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Edwards with another miss. Lakers trail by 4. James in the post. Doncic left side. And they double up Doncic. Hayes the pass to Hachimura. Offline with his 3.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And we've got a timeout call from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
James absorbing hits on the drive.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Well, respected both on and off the floor. Conley is one of those guys that leads by example.
And the first one at the line is good. And Conley drops them both. And the Lakers with possession here. A 2-point game. Here's Doncic. Doncic powers it home.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Edwards passes to Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. And 11 points for Rudy Gobert.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play. Getting the ball inside right to the block.
The Lakers have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. That free throw good from Doncic.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Reeves against Conley. That's to Gobert. And it's denied. Here's Hayes. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. Pass to LeBron. 6 to shoot. For the lead. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Conley. Now Randall. Back to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Doncic. Conley's shot is up. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Stolen by Conley. Edwards against Reeves. Edwards gets to Conley. That's to McDaniels. Shoots the 3. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Doncic. Doncic brushes off the contact and hits.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
McDaniels with the ball. Back to Conley. And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it left. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for McDaniels. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hachimura. Conley finds Edwards. Four on the shot clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
He's built like a linebacker, Edwards is. So tough to stop.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Good on both.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to James. Doncic has got 10 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Reeves against DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards. He's got 15. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Yeah, I really like when Edwards shows this kind of patience, allowing the play to develop over time.
Doncic against Conley. And they pick up 2. Doncic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Back to Conley. Vanderbilt with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the 3rd. Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Doncic. Another shot. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Conley with the 3. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Yeah, Conley is turning back the clock right now. He's feeling it and staying aggressive on offense.
Doncic. And he makes good on the layup. Doncic has got 34 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Conley. He's got 18. Pass to Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on the way up.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker comes in for Michael Conley. And then for Los Angeles, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hayes. And Goodwin subbed in for James. And Edwards drops them both.
Well, you know, Anthony Edwards has one of the highest motors we've seen. His relentlessness throughout the length of the game is just exceptional. He wears out the entire opposing team.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 34. Unable to get that one. Vanderbilt against Edwards. 1:51 left to play in the third. And yes, it's good.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
So it's Minnesota now, following the bucket by the Lakers. They get it again. Randall from outside. That one misses.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
A three-pointer, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Doncic against DiVincenzo. Stolen by Reed, and they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. Free throw good, Edwards.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Minnesota. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. Gabe Vincent comes in for Luka Doncic. Now, here's DiVincenzo. 5 points in the game. Edwards against Reed. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap it up.
Great shooting for him at the foul line tonight. 7 of 7. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunity.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Vincent the pass to Hachimura. Misses the baby hook. Outside Edwards. Outside for Randall. From outside the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Randall's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to... Bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. The father-son duo together on the wing with Bronny and LeBron James. He's out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Doncic in at the one spot. Inside, here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Showing off his power. Reed gave the dunk everything he had.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys. DiVincenzo passes to O'Neal. Alexander Walker on the wing. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hayes has got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, in the rebounding game at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Doncic gets to Vanderbilt. Pass to LeBron. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul. And here is LeBron. Now Doncic. And Hayes throws it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Edwards against Doncic. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
James kicks to Hayes. Pass to James. Lakers passing it around. Doncic against DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Here's James. Here's Vanderbilt. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Michael Conley. He's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Timberwolves leading by 6. Edwards with it. Reed with the screen on Doncic. Here's Edwards, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. He doesn't hit that one. Lakers trail by 6. Here's Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 42 in the game.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And the coach's challenge being used up here. Not a lot of time left. You've got one to use. Might as well do it.
And with this type of goaltending review process, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
If the rule is confirmed. mistake. But in that, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said, if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. So they'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
All right, thank you, David. James finds Doncic. Here's the screen. Here's Hayes. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
With the teardrop, Edwards, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Here's Doncic. And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 44.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
O'Neal is screen on Doncic. It's deflected. On the wing, James to take the lead. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now, Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. Here's the floater. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here's James. Doncic outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 46 points.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Reed with the screen on Doncic. Here's Edwards. It's blocked. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall subbed in for O'Neal. Conley kicks to Randall. 5 on the clock. Gobert with a screen for Randall. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And here is Doncic. Doncic steps on the gas. Great D that time from Edwards. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Randall. The rebound by James. LeBron's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
And finished off by Gobert.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
Here's Doncic. Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Minnesota shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Randall outside. Over in the corner, Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on LeBron James.
Well, McDaniels is a physical player. He doesn't mind getting roughed up a bit while trying to score.
The free throw drops from McDaniels. And McDaniels drops them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Timberwolves trail. Here's Gobert. It's blocked. And slam dunk by Gobert. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Doncic. He's trying to break through. That's good from Doncic on the assist by James. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Outside Edwards. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Doncic. He can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Edwards. Randall against LeBron. Randall dishes to Conley. Shoots. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 15 rebounds here tonight. And Los Angeles guys shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Doncic against Gobert. Yet another bucket.
And talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. This guy is clutch. Laid the pass to Gobert. Shot from free throw range. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, who else but the steady veteran? Mike Conley comes through with the timely ball.
Conley against Doncic. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Randall from outside bangs home the trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Hits it again. Wow.
I mean, when have you seen a player get this hot in a playoff game?
I don't know, G. I know this, though. He now ranks 3rd all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning.
And now only Elgin Baylor and Michael Jordan ahead of him. How much further can he go?
Pass to James. Good fight by Doncic. Gobert with the block.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs. .135 left in the 4th quarter. And again, he He has taken over this game.
And now, GA, time for the second most points in a playoff game all time.
He's equaled the great Elgin Baylor, 61 points. An extraordinary game.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch speed.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's tipped. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Timberwolves trail by 3. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Edwards. No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Lakers with it. Doncic left side. Pass to James. Out to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. That shot misses. Great D that time from Edwards.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
16 seconds left in the game.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's rebounded by Hayes. And now we've got the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 4. And what's their best move at this point?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Got it!
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. LeBron, you faced a team with a lot of firepower. So what do you attribute this win to?
Man, it's a team who makes runs, and they just kept knocking down threes, kept matching us. We was trying to get some heavy hands on them, but they do a great job of pushing the pace. You got to get timely stops. You got to make timely shots.
Well, you did just enough to get the win tonight, man. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Luka Doncic.